WBRZ Sports 2.
But at Jacksonville, it's different heat, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We practice on turf, so it'd be like 120 or 110 or whatever the case may be.
All this talk about the summer heat in Louisiana, and Leonard says working out in Jacksonville is a different animal. We'll have more from him in a moment. Good evening and welcome back. I'm Reggie Chatman with your sports. Former LSU star and Hall of Fame basketball player Shaquille O'Neal was in New Orleans Saturday giving back to the local community. O'Neal was there as part of the Get Ready Fest outreach event with his fraternity brothers of Omega Psi Phi. Former Saints safety and current Philadelphia Eagle Malcolm Jenkins and ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith were also on hand as the event was focused on giving 500 families 20 pounds of food each. In addition, haircuts, school supplies, and job resources were also given out. For Shaq, he believes that events like this can have a huge influence on the children in attendance.
You know, when they see guys like Malcolm, myself, and Stephen A., it gives them a chance of, I could be like that. Because it took an event like this to make me realize that I could be like that. Dr. J was holding an event one time in Newark, New Jersey. I didn't get to touch him seeing, but I was looking at him and I told my dad, I said, hey, that's what I want to be when I come up.
Now, speaking of giving back, another former LSU star was in New Orleans this weekend as well, just days before having to report to training camp. Leonard Fournette hosted his second youth football camp of the summer on Saturday as part of the NFL's Play Football summer season. The former St. Aug Purple Knight also had the kids go through drills and also gave out school supplies for the upcoming year. As for this season, Fournette is coming off a 1,000-yard rushing campaign and is excited to build on the momentum of last year's success when he reports to training camp.
I can't wait to get back out with my teams. I think we have the youngest franchise right now, and we have competitors on our team, always talking smack, me jailing on Instagram or whatever the case may be. And like I said, all that just builds the brotherhood, the bond that we have. Training camp's hard, but I'm here for it because I know that what made us better last year as a unit. We came closer, sticking with each other, and it's going to be fun.
Now, sticking with the NFL, the Saints are set to begin training camp on Thursday. We'll have coverage from Metairie all weekend long as the Saints get ready for their preseason matchup with Fournette's Jaguars on August 9th. Drew Brees, of course, is back to lead the team's high-powered offense, but with multiple quarterbacks on the roster, the question is who will be his backup this season. Sports 2's Mike Gaither has more.
At 39 years old, quarterback Drew Brees won't be around forever, but the question to ask, do the Saints already have the quarterback of their future already on the roster?
I think this offense, you've got to be smart. You've got to know your stuff, which I think is fun for me. It's been a challenge to learn from Drew, to see what Drew does.
So far in OTAs, one guy who made a name for himself on special team kickoffs a season ago has quickly stood out in practices and earned some serious compliments from Sean Payton.
Now he's getting true snaps with the twos and getting a lot of work, and he's done real well.
It was the first time that I've had the opportunity to take any reps at the quarterback position in this offense. So my focus has been, being the best quarterback and teammate I could be this year, and so far so good. It's been a ton of fun.
Hill, an undrafted dual-threat quarterback from BYU, spent last season with the Green Bay Packers and had an impressive preseason before being let go to create roster space. The Saints then swooped in and snatched him off the waiver wire. And although New Orleans uses athleticism and 6'2" frame for kickoffs, they feel pretty good about his potential at quarterback.
But I think it helps Taysom now, second time through with the terminology. There's some similarities. There are a lot of similarities with what he knew in Green Bay, and yet there are some nuances that are different. But some of the spontaneous stuff that he can do, I think presents challenges for the defense.
So far this offseason, the Saints have given every indication to Taysom Hill that he'll get the opportunity to earn that backup job. Of course, he'll have to beat out veteran Tom Savage, who got a taste of starting last season when Deshaun Watson went down in Houston. Covering the Saints in Metairie, I'm Mike Gaither, WBRZ Sports 2.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. And like Mike said, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Drew Brees is the starter, and he will be for the foreseeable future. We're trying to see who's coming next.
I don't think we need to tell the Who Dat Nation that. Just last night, the Saints posted a video of Drew doing slides, and I think he caught 53, two hands, tennis balls, back to back, with no stops. He's amazing.
Right, an exceptional athlete. It's going to be.
He can retire at 70, and I'm sure if we played a game of catch, he'd kick my butt. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Thank you so much. We'll be right back.